Welcome to this lesson on finding derivatives for parametric equations. In calculus, we often deal with functions where y is defined directly by x, however. In physics and engineering, it is common to define both x and y in terms of a third variable, often called a parameter, t. Today, we will learn exactly how to find the slope of the tangent line, di dx, when we are given these parametric equations. First, let's quickly review what parametric equations are. Instead of a single equation connecting x and y, we have two separate equations. X is a function of t, and y is a function of t. You can think of t as time. As time ticks forward, a point moves along the curve in the plane. Our goal is to analyze the geometry of this path using derivatives. Here is our main objective. We want to find the slope of the curve at any given point. In standard Cartesian coordinates, this slope is represented by the derivative di over dx. But there is a challenge. We do not have y explicitly written as a function of x, we only have x and y in terms of t, so how do we bridge this gap? The solution comes from the chain rule. Recall that if y depends on x and x depends on t, then the derivative of y with respect to t is equal to the derivative of y with respect to x multiplied by the derivative of x with respect to t. We can rearrange this relationship algebraically to solve for the term we want, which is di dx. This gives us our fundamental formula for today. To find di dx, simply take the derivative of y with respect to t and divide it by the derivative of x with respect to t. It is a very elegant and easy to remember rule. Just remember that the derivative of x with respect to t cannot be 0, because we cannot divide by 0. Let's visualize what this means. Imagine a particle moving along this purple curve. The velocity of the particle has a horizontal part, dx dt, shown in blue, and a vertical part, di dt, shown in red. The actual direction the particle is moving, which is the slope of the curve, is the ratio of these two speeds. The vertical change over the horizontal change gives us the slope. Let's apply this to a concrete example. Suppose we have a curve defined by x equals 2 times t and y equals t squared minus 1. We want to find the slope of the tangent line to this curve, specifically when the time, t, is equal to 3. We start by differentiating each equation separately with respect to t on the left. For x equals 2t, the derivative dx dt is simply 2. On the right, for y equals t squared minus 1, using the power rule, the derivative di dt is 2 times t. Now we construct our ratio. We place di dt on top and dx dt on the bottom. That gives us 2t divided by 2. The 2's cancel out, leaving us with just t. Finally, we plug in our specific value of t equals 3. So the slope of the curve at that moment is exactly 3. There are two special cases you should look out for. First, if the top part of our fraction, di dt, is 0, the slope is 0, meaning we have a horizontal tangent line. Second, if the bottom part, dx dt, is 0, the slope is undefined, which corresponds to a vertical tangent line. These are important points on any graph. To summarize, calculating the slope for parametric equations is straightforward. You treat t as the link between your variables. You calculate the rates of change for x and y independently, and then divide the vertical rate by the horizontal rate. This method allows us to analyze complex curves that might be difficult to express as standard functions.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.